sit back in your seats, get something to eat, and watch this movie. Don't let the kiddies see it, because, well, we'll let you hear the beginning first. Thank you.
Welcome to Crown Club Reviewers, the only show powered entirely by Regal Unlimited passes, caffeine, and the questionable life choices that come from watching way too many movies. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Joey.
We're not professional critics, but we are professional nerds.
Each week we take you through the latest releases, breaking down everything entertainment throws our way. Insightful?
Sometimes.
Fun?
Always.
Honest?
Well, of course. Let's jump into today's feature. Hey guys, so we just went and watched Predator Badlands.
The baddest lands.
The baddest of lands.
The whole bad planet, even.
Yeah, real bad planet. Directed by Dan Trachtenberg.
Trachtenberg, yeah. There was bad dragons on that planet. Try to eat them.
That has nothing to do with Dan Trachtenberg.
He was the director.
He was the director of the bad
Dan Trachtenberg,
Bad
known bad dragon enthusiast.
Stars of the movie, Elle Fanning and Demetrius Schuster Kolamatangi.
I think you nailed it.
I think I did too. If we got it wrong, just let us know.
Demetrius, if we got it wrong, get in the comments. Let us know the right pronunciation.
So first things first, initial impressions. What'd you think, Joey? What was your initial
I had a ton of
impressions?
fun. I thought it was a real blast. It felt like a real throwback to old summer blockbusters.
Okay.
Even though this movie came out in November.
Yeah, this is a holiday, a Christmas movie. A Christmas movie, one might even say. It might be in the Christmas rotation now, honestly.
It didn't have that feeling. It didn't have that buddy cop, Men in Black, Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith, or Will Smith and the man from the other movie, Wild Wild West.
The man from the other,
or Will Smith and the man from the other movie, Independence Day. Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, yeah. There was ice, so I mean, technically,
there definitely was ice.
Technically,
Ice
was
Baby,
ice.
but not the song.
Yeah. My first initial impressions, I will say, my first initial impressions going into the movie was like, oh man, this is just going to be like a super nitty gritty Predator. And I definitely, the movie started and I was like, whoa, this feels way more like a real story. It's not just a monster movie flick fight of like humans get stomped by a predator, so it was really cool to have like a change of pace of like, oh crap, we're about to get like this is like a real drama story. I love it.
I think they showed some of that in the trailer. Like we knew we were going to get the two characters together.
Right.
And we knew that this was going to be largely focused on like Dex Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
But, it goes well beyond that, which we'll get into later. But
oh, yeah, for sure.
that was sort of set up in the trailers that this was going to have a different feel than normal, like group of professional mercenaries is hunted and stalked one by one slasher style by an invisible monster that turns out to be the Predator.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of things we could see on the screen, what are some visuals or cinematography that sort of called out to you?
I think they did a lot of fun things with what they did with Thea's character, and I'll get into some of my thoughts that come later on. But just the fact that Deck has to interact with this person, he's sort of like reluctantly carrying this broken synthetic along with her or along with him, and her sort of interacting with him, and she's very curious. Like her whole thing, she's a synthetic. I don't think that's a spoiler. It's sort of shown in the trailers that she's a Wayland Yutani synthetic. she's very curious. Like that's her whole deal, and she's very much like a very chatty Cathy kind of character, put up against this very stoic like, "Grr, I'm here to do this thing, and now I have to drag you along, and it's a problem."
The very like barbarian character of a D&D campaign who's just like,
hmm
I head empty. I hit things. I think what really called out to me here for like visuals is so obviously there's a change of pace with this movie from regular Predator movies. That's a given, right? No duh. But the big thing that I loved about this was how everything was bigger than life. Like, no matter what they came across, everything was just bigger than them. And usually in a Predator movie, it's always like, man, the Predator is the like
Predator
destructive
is the big
force. They
thing.
are the big thing. And this time you're like, oh crap, everything is bigger than the Predator. How is this gonna survive? We already couldn't survive a Predator just against us. Now we have to survive everything bigger than a Predator. So that was really cool. I thought it really well showed that like they're just a regular person in what's going on right now. So I thought that was
cool. There's definitely some cool visual callbacks to other moments throughout the Predator series, I thought.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I love just how much we got to like you just get to see more, because obviously we've come to a point.
There's a lot of new sort of Predator lore introduced, I think, and
exactly, like we're finally getting to be able to like expand on more of what being a Predator is, and like just the lore surrounding that, and a yacha.
You got the Yacha language. He spoke his language.
Dude, yeah, that was really cool. That was awesome. And speaking of the people who can make these things come alive, we had Elle Fanning and Demetrius. What'd you think of them first off, just of the lead performers?
I thought they both did really, really good in their specific roles. Little behind the scenes note. He's only in the Predator mask a couple of times during the filming. A lot of the time he had to be filmed with like just his face painted blue. So that they could CGI a Predator face onto it, but he had to be able to emote, and he couldn't emote through the mask.
Okay. So
that was fun.
Yeah.
And then all the times that she's like being backpacked around on him, she's just like wearing green screen pants and having her legs edited out, but actually being carried around.
That's crazy. So actually had to carry Elle around the whole movie.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's
so actually... it makes the scenes where it's like, well, at least I don't have to carry you anymore that much funnier.
Oh yeah. Oh man. And then I love how I love when it comes to actors who play like monsters or aliens or stuff, because people never really like, the xenomorph. No one really knows who, well, not nobody, but like nobody first thinks like, oh man, I really loved how so-and-so played a xenomorph.
Right.
Because you don't get to see them. But I feel like with this movie, hopefully people will really recognize and remember that like Demetrius Schuster is but the one behind that,
We have a Yacha protagonist.
Yep.
His co-star is a synthetic.
Yep.
There's no actual humans on the planet.
Right.
This movie would have been rated R if there was actual people.
Yeah.
But because we bleed green, or we bleed blue, or we bleed white.
Yep.
It's PG-13.
Yep. Which going into supporting cast, like there is obviously there's other cast members, but primarily this movie is like just those two people and then one guy who gets copied like 60 times. I don't know who that guy is. We're gonna have to look up who that man is, actually, now that I think about it. I want to know who plays right here. Found it.
It's
Cameron Brown.
It's so
plays
funny because through Aliens and stuff, when synthetics would appear and they'd be like the same person, like Lance Henriksen,
Hmm.
who plays Bishop, showed up in different periods throughout the franchise. They're like, oh, it's just the same model or blah blah blah. This like locks it in that Wayland Yutani is like, yeah, there's like 100 of these guys.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We just put their off an assembly line for sure. This is the Tom model.
They just call him Drone Synth in the credits. All right, so overall recommendation, non-spoiler wise. Go ahead. What do you got? One liner.
Yeah, go see it. It's fun.
If you like the book Transl Saga, you'll enjoy this film.
That's what Hunter told me when we came out, that he said this is just the Transl Saga.
So with that, guys, we're gonna move into the movie breakdown, which is gonna have a lot of spoilers. So
yeah, spoilers ahead.
Yeah, so from here on out, we are stepping into the Badlands. So spoilers are ahead. If you haven't seen it yet, hit pause, go enjoy the movie, and come back.
If you don't care about spoilers and can still enjoy the movie, leave a like on the video and keep watching.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. So first thing here is plot beats. What worked, what didn't?
All right, thing that stuck with me, I think, was the found family element between Deck and Thea and Bud, and sort of the element of you can choose who you want to be. You're not dictated by who you have to be by your blood. And I think that sort of resonates with any audience. So you can use those sort of themes to tell a story that'll connect with anyone, no matter if it's an alien and a robot on the screen or, you know, animated characters or your actors. As long as it's a simple, you know, sort of beat like that, I think everybody can get behind it. So I think that worked really well for me.
So there was something they did, and I don't even know if it was intentional or not, but it's something I noticed. And it's the dressing and costume designs for the characters. When we first have Deck, he sort of is in the like very novice, like I'm the younger brother, clothes on, armor on, blah 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 blah. He's very green. He gets onto the planet and then starts literally like loading up. Like I'm talking like locking the F in. And then immediately gets attacked and everything he went to go put on, gone. It's all gone. And he's back to being just green novice again. A straight up reality check of like, dude, you might not be ready for this.
I was so disappointed because there were so many cool things we got to see, like him setting up.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
He immediately loses
it all. Like, the only cool thing we get to see the whole time is his sword, really. Oh, and the bangerang thing or the boomerang thing or whatever. What's something that didn't work for you?
What didn't work?
Oh, so I have something that didn't work.
I'll go start.
Okay. So, what didn't work for me is the beginning of the movie. So I loved seeing Deck. I loved seeing his interaction with his family. I mean, that was a huge thing that really set up, you know, the movie itself. But the part of it that didn't work for me was the meeting up and fighting his brother. And it's not because that's the bad part of it. Like, they can fight, and I know that the idea was to show that, like, he's training and, like, we're to be out here to, like, prove that you can take the hunt for your cloak, you know? Like, that was the point of going out there. But the fight scene was bad to me. I could barely see it. It was really dark. I couldn't really get a lot of the motions going. Like, you could tell sort of what was happening, but it didn't. I was like, all the way up to the point when he falls, I'm like, oh, okay, he got stuck on something and fell. But like, compare it to literally all the other fight scenes in the movie, and you're like, that dog water is at the bottom ranking for fights of this movie.
Yeah,
and everything
I
else
agree.
was like fantastic. But that fight, I was like, the screen was moving too fast. I could barely see it. It was dark. I was like, man, this is not great.
Yeah, that first fight had big sort of modern Marvel fight vibes where everything sort of doesn't have any weight to it.
And I was like, man, I hope this isn't the rest of the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I hope it isn't like
the lighting
this.
is bad, you know.
Yeah.
The choreography is just off. It feels like it's off.
Yeah.
The problem that a lot of the Marvel Disney Plus shows have, I think, where it's just like we don't really have to work it out if it's all in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you're talking about two guys that are probably, he's the run of his litter, so he's probably only 280 pounds, and his brother's like 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing hits at each other, and it's like there's no real impact behind it.
Yeah. So what else? Was that the same thing for you for what didn't work, or do you got something else?
I would say that. I'd also say that no, I agree. Like that first fight felt bad. I was gonna say something else, but it actually worked for the character, so I won't say that.
Okay.
No, yeah, like that first fight I think is the low point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would agree.
But it's just up from there, you know?
Yeah.
It's nothing but ups from there. Yeah, what else? So what else? I know you had some itching things you were wanting to talk about, whether it was character arcs or like other stuff. What's up?
It takes him a long time to sort of like warm up to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense. Like if you sort of break him down as a character.
You're supposed to be alone. That's their whole thing. He's beat it into him that like we do everything alone.
Which it's not necessarily a bad thing, and like the payoff is worth it. So like it just felt like at the same time where like he abandons Bud there at the beginning. It's like, no, I hunt alone. It's
Yeah.
like, brother, you're not hunting with him. He's just like a dog. He's a hunting dog. I know predators use dogs. I've seen it. I've seen Predators with Adrian Brody use dogs in that one.
Oh. Yeah, no, he just because he's got something to prove, you know. He's so like up on his high horse.
Big chip on this yacht's shoulder.
Yeah, he's very. I gotta prove myself, so nobody can help me, and he really has to convince himself to let Thea go with him by being like, "You're a robot. You're a tool. You're a tool. Okay, you're not a person. You're a tool. Right. That's why you can come with me." Really had to convince himself. Yeah. But yeah, man. I will say something else to sort of mention too about the movie is like, because I'd said to you, I really wanted to see a predator cry to see if they have tear ducts. But even though he didn't cry, I could feel the like, just sort of like both the pain, the sadness, and like the realization of I'm not alone. Especially when he goes in the ship, grabs the helmet, and says wolf. And I was like, yeah, okay, dog. Okay, I see you.
Oh, I did want to mention how they get around like using the Yacha language the whole time, because Deck speaks in Yacha the entire movie, which is it's cool.
Yeah. But Thea speaks English the whole time.
They have Thea, who has a universal translator, just be like, I have a universal translator. You hear me speaking your language. Anybody else will just hear me speaking their language.
Which is almost a call out to the audience.
She becomes like the audience surrogate.
Yeah.
So she can speak English to the audience.
Yeah. I love that because it literally feels like she's calling out us in the movie theater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? like almost like there was a fourth wall break without being a fourth wall break.
Right.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. All right, Joey, let's give it a rating, an out of 5, and we can do point. What's your rating for this movie for Predator Badlands? Official Joey rating.
I'm gonna give Predator Badlands 4.5 severed brother arms out of 5.
Oh my. 4.5 severed brother arms. Oh my gosh. I think I'll just give it 4 laser heat swords.
The big Sith sword.
Yeah, I give it 4 Sith swords. And it's not even because like it's not a perfect movie, but it's
Oh,
pretty
no.
damn close.
Yeah, it's fun.
And it's really fun, and yeah, like I didn't actually cry, and that's usually what gives things higher ratings for me. But no, it did really, really well. Why couldn't you give it the last 0.5 on it, Joey?
I don't know. I don't want to give our first movie a perfect score. No, I thought Deck
We'll come
looked
back
a
to
little
it.
weird. Like he doesn't look
Mm.
predatory enough for me. He sort
Well,
of
the whole
looks
point's
in
he's a
between.
runt, right? Like he's not
Right,
supposed
but
to.
his dad still didn't. His brother still didn't. They have a weird look.
When they took off his dad's helmet, he looked just like a super old, grumpy, get off my lawn predator
He looked
man.
like a being like, oh, Deck, now you can yield and finally be a part of the family. This is what I wanted all along. Fuck that guy.
Cut his up. Yeah, guys. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us what movie you guys think we should review next. And make sure
Spoilers,
to follow.
it's a Disney animated property.
That's what we are gonna watch next. Tell us what you think we should watch. That's coming out. Make sure to follow, like,
Yeah, make
share.
sure it's coming out in a few weeks.
Yeah, make sure you check out the next review whenever it comes out. And yeah, like Joey said, we're planning on seeing a very furry movie next. A very furry Disney movie next. Yeah, and hopefully the man who fell asleep behind us is finally on his way home and not still there. Some say you can still hear his snoring.
And be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/OlderNDumber. You can support the channel there for as low as $5 a month, get early access to some videos, find some cool behind the scenes stuff, whatever else we kind of throw up there. But the biggest thing is it helps us get to shows and events near you and bring this craziness to you live and in person.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the next review.